So in part B, let's rationalize the denominator, divide, in other words, x minus 4 by the quantity root x minus root y. So you see a difference of at least one root in the denominator. You see a minus sign between the terms. You're going to use the conjugate of the denominator to clear out those radicals. So what's the conjugate of the denominator here? Square root of x, change the minus to a plus. If it's plus, change it to a minus. In the last one, it was root 5 plus 2, so we changed it to root 5 minus 2. In this one, it's root x minus root y, so we're going to change it to root x plus root y to get the conjugate of the denominator. So I'm going to write down the original problem, x minus 4 divided by root x minus root y. And I'm going to multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, which is root x plus root y. Root x plus root y. Go ahead and insert parentheses everywhere. The division bar is a grouping symbol. So you can just insert those parentheses in every numerator and denominator you see. The numerator, I don't think it's going to do you a whole lot of good to multiply it out. So we'll just write down the multiplication. The numerator is x minus 4 times the quantity root x plus root y. If you did multiply it out, you'd have to FOIL it out. The full FOIL method, first, outer, inner, last. And I don't think you'd have any like terms. You'd just be expanding it, and it wouldn't be pretty. So we'll just leave it like that. Now the denominator, you either want to use the formula a squared minus b squared, where a is root x and b is root y, or just think of the FOIL method and forget about outer and inner part, the o and the I, just first and last. And what do you get when you multiply in the denominator? What do you get when you multiply the first terms together? Root x times root x is x. Again, we're assuming that x is non-negative, which is a good assumption here, because if you had the square root of x anywhere and it's negative, then it's not a real number. So first terms, root x times root x makes x, and last terms? It's going to be, what's the operation between? Got to be a minus, and then root y times root y is y. Now, if you had a like term in the denominator, or a like factor in the denominator rather, with a like factor in the numerator, you would cancel as usual, and you will see some of that in the homework.
So you could, I don't understand, how could you FOIL if you wanted to the numerator?
If you multiply the first times the first, what do you get? X root x. If you multiply the outer together, so that would be, let me use a different color. That would be this multiplication. What would that be, including the operation? Plus x square root of y, multiplication, right? X times square root of y. That's first, outer, inner. What would inner be? Minus 4 square root x. And then last, minus 4 square root of y. Do you see any like terms? Nah, you just leave it like that. And it's not really simplified, is it? So that's why we left it in the numerator in factored form. This is equivalent to the numerator we got. It's just multiplied out. And then the denominator would be x minus y.